What's up guys, it's USA Specialist, and last week I put out a video where I discussed how Battlefield 2042 has improved, but how it took DICE dropping the traditional campaign, killing off Hazard Zone, fumbling Portal, and setting expectations to an all-time low in order to get it done. During the intro to that video, I also made a small remark where I called DICE immature, something I thought people might find confusing, but in the days after that video was published, DICE has continued their immaturity and perfectly summed up my feelings for the company after their senior producer, Ryan McArthur, inferred that the Specialist system only failed because Battlefield fans were too stupid to figure it out. This all comes from an interview with Games Radar where DICE claims that they are now taking a victory lap after 2 years of quote-unquote redeeming Battlefield 2042. Ryan McArthur continued to play up the studio's success, saying things like quote-unquote, Battlefield 2042 just didn't land the way we wanted it to, and referred to 2042 as a small mistake, instead of the multi-million-dollar disaster that EA now ignores in their investor meetings. But by far and away, the hottest take of the article is when Ryan says this: a lot of our issues came from the fact that players didn't understand how the Specialists were supposed to work. Ryan, we do understand how the Specialists were supposed to work. We've all played games before. And in fact, the majority of my viewers are even older than I am, averaging an age up into their 30s. Your entire fanbase isn't a group of kids or idiots. We simply didn't think it was balanced or well designed based on how much better the prior system was. Now, across the board, DICE has become infamous for blaming fans throughout their failures, whether we're setting brutal expectations when we want the game to simply work, or if we get concerned watching DICE use its ban hammer as a way to silence their biggest critics and keep EA game changers on message. And while we can give Ryan the benefit of the doubt, and perhaps he misspoke trying to talk about a game design that is hard to understand, this sort of dialogue is all too familiar with fans, and we've seen the community be blamed time and time again for DICE's incompetence. Ultimately, the Specialist system was half-baked, and we didn't have the hard and fast rules of something like Rainbow Six, nor did we have the freedom of a more generic military shooter. With some aspects of the game being totally free like weapons, while the characters were more specialized, players simply looked for fun combinations to exploit, like McKay with a rocket or Irish with C5. Combinations that were purposefully wrong in order to take advantage of certain traits in a game-breaking way. However, getting back on topic, DICE really needs to sit down. While Battlefield 2042 is a decent game today, it's taken 2 years, huge amounts of cut content, and our lowest expectations ever in order to get there. The last thing we need is to be told that we don't understand how to play a basic video game when our feedback is what helped make Battlefield 2042 a much better experience. Drop those comments below and tell me your favorite DICE quote. For everything else Battlefield, stay tuned and subscribe, and as always, thank you guys for watching.